This is a certified hood classic.
Look, family, it's been a while since we've done Karen videos, bro. So I thought, why not check out some Karen videos today, man? We're doing Karen get instant karma on an airplane.
In this clip, we have potentially the most ignorant Karen we have ever come across on this channel. Now, if you want an update on any of the clips posted in this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications.
I just be amazed at the damn game in the background and shit. They be jumping from truck to truck. Super truck. Super. That's the name of the truck. I mean, that's the name of the game. I mean,
And so you don't miss
Look
out.
at that.
Now, this Karen is flying on an airplane and she is seated next
Look
to a
at this
military
shit.
person carrying a baby, and instantly
Like, how do you make that part? I'm sorry. All right,
you can see the discomfort from the Karen about being next to a baby, even though it is fast and deep asleep and not doing anything wrong.
I'm sorry. Is that a...
Bro, and she's in the military?
Yeah,
No shit. Like, I'm sorry. Wait, is that a baby? Is that a baby? Like, no shit. Like, do you get in the Uber and say, I'm sorry, is that a car? Is that a car? Stupid ass bitch.
Do you want to put this here, or do you want it in the overhead?
just in the overhead. Excuse me.
Overhead?
Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Give him a second.
Can you please move her to another seat?
No, she's fine here. This is her seat.
This is my seat. There are other seats open, and she has a baby. And
Bro, so you mean to tell me that woman go to war? Do you know what I mean? Look at her. Look. Military, in the military, goes to war. Literally, if somebody say, hey, look, nigga, they pull up. There's the ops in the ocean, nigga. They pulling up. They got planes, they got bombs, they got hoes and PlayStation. Bro, that means that woman is going to have to get out of her comfy bed and go over there and fight. She can't even have her baby on the airplane without a bitch saying something to her, bro. That's the lamest shit ever, bro. I just cannot shut up, bro. You making more noise than the baby.
sir,
No, it's gonna be okay.
So this Karen requests that the lady move seats to another vacant seat instead of asking to move herself.
no, these babies they always cry on planes. I don't want to sit. I'm sorry. I don't,
Then
I don't mean to
move.
be
I'm
offensive.
sorry, but the baby's asleep. She's been awake earlier, and now she fell asleep. She'll be fine. It's only an hour flight.
I need to get
An hour flight? I'm done. It's an hour, bro. The flight could have already started.
Can you please move her to another seat, please?
She's fine here.
No, she's
This is
not
her
fine.
seat.
I'm not fine. I paid a lot of money for this seat.
You're gonna wake up the baby, and she's fine right now. It's only 1
she's
hour.
fine.
It's
She's
only
fine.
an hour
Is that
flight,
okay?
right? Yeah, that's good.
All right.
So this Karen starts to get irritated when a request is denied and keeps her mask down even though there's a mandate out stating that you have to be wearing a mask.
Hour and a half flight.
Once we get in the
Ma'am,
air,
put your mask up, please.
I'm fine. I'm not
Okay,
sick.
press your seatbelt.
Once we get up in the air, I know babies start to cry. Their ears. I don't. Please.
Ma'am, I'm holding the baby's ear so you don't wake her up.
It almost, you know what? It almost feels fake. Like, I know this is real, but it almost feels fake with the sheer, what do you call that? Entitlement of the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sheer like, bro, and you doing this to another woman, bro. And not even just a regular woman, a woman that's in the military, bro. She goes to war so your stupid ass can come back and argue about a 1 hour flight, bro, with a baby, bro. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to hear babies crying, period. I don't like to hear that shit. It don't make me happy. Oh, look at that baby's crying. Oh, just the music to my ears. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Can you it's gonna
Have
be
you
okay.
flown
What?
with this baby?
Yes, I've flown once before, and
Bro,
I
you
made
don't have
sure
to
that
explain
she was
yourself.
awake earlier. She's nice and asleep now. She'll be okay.
You don't have to explain yourself, ma'am. Keep her protecting the country. Fuck her.
Excuse me.
Oh my gosh, you're doing
It's gonna be okay.
too much.
So this Karen keeps at it as if she's an expert on babies and that they are all the same, even though this nice lady has made sure that her baby was awake earlier so she would sleep through the flight. But there just isn't any pleasing this Karen unless she gets 100% what she wants.
Right?
Yes.
Hi. Hi. You walked
Yes.
away from me when I was talking to you.
Well, I'm doing my job. Is there another problem?
Your job right now is to make the customer happy, and I'm not happy.
Put your mask up. I'm not going to tell you again. Put your mask up. There's
Okay,
a mandate.
Can you please move her to another seat, maybe next to someone else with a child. That would be the respectful thing to do.
You're
Maybe
going to
somewhere
wake her up. It's
next
going
to
to
a
be
child.
okay.
She's gonna wake up
Can
and
you
she's
put
gonna
your
scream
mask
and
on,
cry. It
please?
happens every single time I'm
Sir-
on a flight and I'm
Sir,
sick.
she doesn't have her mask on.
So this is when the Karen becomes extremely entitled and starts acting as if she is the center of the world of this flight and that the flight attendant has nothing better to do.
Can you please?
Ma'am, I'm not going to tell you again. Put your
mask
mask
is
up
on.
or I'm going to remove you from the plane.
But
Do
you
hear
don't
me?
seem to be
We're not-
listening to me and hearing me, so I'm taking my mask.
Maybe if you would have just said, look, I don't want to be by the baby. I paid for this flight. I don't want to be by the baby. Is it possible? Can I move to another seat before we take off? Just, you know what I'm saying? Do you see how that's respect? That's like, hey, ma'am, you know, I appreciate your service. I appreciate everything you do for the country. I'm just not in the mood where I want to deal with a baby right now, crying possibly. I understand that you said that they might not be. Okay, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I would like to move if that's available. And if it's not, sit down and shut the fuck up.
Down so you can understand what I'm saying.
Ma'am, it's
Jeez,
going to be
bro.
okay. You're
Right.
gonna actually wake her up if you just let's just sit back, relax. The flight is about to take off.
I don't
gonna be okay.
understand how you can sit here and say that when you know it's not true. You know it's not true.
Good.
Listen, she's a good baby. She'll be fine.
Damn.
All
Okay?
babies are the same. There
Fake ass Jennifer Lopez,
are not,
man.
there's no good
Fake
baby
ass
and
Sex
bad
in the
baby.
City.
So this Karen
looking bitch.
refuses to keep her mask up and refuses to stop complaining about the baby to the point where the flight attendant has to warn her that he will remove her from the flight if she doesn't follow orders. Do you think she will listen now that she's been threatened to be removed? Find out now.
I do not want to sit next to a baby.
That would
Can you
pissed
just
me
have
off,
the
yo.
mask?
I ain't even gonna
understand,
lie.
right?
Can you just, sir? Can you just have her
Fucking
put the
Sex
mask
in the
up?
City
No.
looking ass.
Sir,
Everybody loves Raymond looking.
But
I'm
you are not
telling you
listening
again.
to
I'm
me.
not telling you again.
when I put
I'm
it
not
on,
telling
you
you
cannot.
All right, but you didn't get that stinky ass finger out of motherfucking face. I'm not telling you again. Like what? I'm not telling you again. Like
Read
get
my
the
lips.
fuck on, bro.
But I can hear you loud and
I do
clear.
not want
I can
to
hear
sit
you
next
loud
to
and clear. You're going to wake up the child. It's a short flight. Thank you.
Please.
Thank
but
you.
I will pay to buy the robe. I will buy the entire robe.
Oh
Please
my
just move.
gosh.
Bro, just move then.
I don't understand. There are other seats available.
So yet again, she continues to keep her mask down and gets in an argument with the flight attendant again to the point where he has to talk to her like a child in order to try and get her to listen, but it just doesn't stop there. Thankfully, she receives some karma at the end of the video.
You
You're
need to
lying.
sit down.
No, I'm
down.
not. I'm sick of being told to
Sit
sit
down
down
and
because
put up your
nobody's
mask.
helping me.
Can I get a marshal? Can I get a
Excuse
marshal
me?
to the plane?
Excuse me.
So she is so disruptive that a nearby passenger gets up out of his seat and disembarks the aircraft because he can't take any more of her nonsense. She continues to argue with the mother and everyone around her and just won't give up. She's absolutely relentless.
And here's another thing, bro. Imagine how just silly you are, like being on the plane. Like imagine like the center of the universe you must be to just like hear some shit like that. You see the guys calling the marshal, and then you're just like, I'm gonna get up and I'm just gonna go. I can't take this woman. Hey,
I need a
bro.
marshal
Sit down
to
or
help me
they're
with this
coming.
situation.
Sit down.
I am
No,
a
I don't know.
customer.
Just
I
sit
was
down.
told that
down.
the customer
Don't
always
touch her.
comes
Don't
first.
touch her,
Please
though.
get out of
Sit
my face.
down now.
Please get out of
Put
my
your mask
face.
up and sit down.
Please
You are
get out
violating
of my
Federal
face.
Aviation Administration rules. I'm going to remove you from this plane.
This is absolutely
Sit
ridiculous.
No, you really do it. In 2020, that shit was a lot bigger, a bigger deal, bro. I know y'all looking at it now, like, put your mask on, like, oh, shit. But look, but you're in a confined space. There's air circulating inside the plane, and if you did have COVID, that was the best way to give it to people.
Down.
This is ridiculous.
Sit down.
I'm just
No.
saying.
Ma'am, sit down now.
Nah,
Is
just
nobody
get her
here?
off the plane.
I know
Down
all of you
now.
know. Nobody wants to sit next to that baby. Nobody.
So after non-stop complaining and ignoring orders from the flight crew, the marshal is called and Karen is still going on about her nonsense.
I don't understand why
You are lucky
you are
she
allowing
isn't-
this to happen.
You are lucky she's a deep sleeper. Okay, you're upsetting me. Please don't. I've had a long day. Okay,
You are
please.
upsetting me right now.
She ain't even said nothing to your ugly looking.
Okay?
What?
That's
You
the
are
type of shit
upsetting
that
me.
pisses me off.
This is just not fair, okay? I
Oh my
asked you to
God.
just please go somewhere else and to just be
Fake ass Walter White wife looking ass bitch.
respectful, and you cannot even be respectful, and I just don't understand. I don't understand.
Oh
It
my-
is not fair.
Look, I'm having to hold my baby's
gosh.
ears cannot hear your loud voice. You're gonna wake her.
My
please.
loud voice, we all know what is going to happen when the plane goes off. I have asked you.
Ma'am, I can
and
hear you
asked
in the back of the plane.
Her mask is down
Put
again.
your mask
please.
up.
This is
Fasten
having a
your
really
seatbelt.
bad day, and I do not know why
Obviously, and it's
everyone is
about to
yelling
get
at me
worse.
for asking a simple,
Oh
simple
my.
request. I do not
The
understand why
request
everyone
is
Bro, you cannot be around people like this, bro. You cannot be around people like this, bro. I swear you cannot be. You cannot be. And maybe that lady has a lot of shit going on in her life personally. Maybe this is a mental breakdown. I don't fucking know. But what I do know is you cannot be around people that cannot take accountability, bro. Not even an ounce of accountability, not even an ounce of remorse for what they've done, not an ounce of accountability, and think the world revolves around them. You cannot be around people like that, bro.
ganging up on
Put
you.
your
She's
mask
one of them
on.
Oh
people.
my God.
sit back, fasten your seatbelt.
So this Karen starts having a mental breakdown and plays the victim card, making it all about her and her bad days, saying that the mother is unreasonable, which is just absurd because the mother paid for
We
her
all have
seat, the
bad
mother did
days.
nothing wrong, the baby was asleep, and this Karen just had to make everything worse for absolutely no reason.
You know what? You guys all deserve whatever's coming to you. When I send this in, I'm going to send this footage. I'm watching you film.
Yeah, well, I'm
I'm gonna
watching
send this
you.
in to your company,
You don't even know. Shut the fuck up.
to your manager, to the
You're-
owner of the
you're-
company.
And excuse me.
You should be
Jonah.
ashamed
Ma'am,
of yourself
yeah.
saying you represent this country.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, you're going to move her now?
I'm not-
Now you're going to move her?
I'm going to remove you.
Excuse
Please,
me?
pardon me. Yes, correct this way.
No.
Do you have a carry-on bag?
No, I'm
This
not
is
getting
not-
off this plane.
This is not a request.
My luggage is underneath the plane.
So eventually security
That guy, he thought he was gonna get like the whole standing ovation. It's like, no, nobody wants to deal with it. They just want her off the plane. This is an interesting way of seeing how small things can escalate when you just don't fucking let it go.
comes and
Now,
escorts
that's
her off the
real
plane,
fun.
and her bags go on the flight without her, and she gets removed from the flight and allegedly got arrested as well. She then had to organize to get her bags back once she got out of prison, so overall this Karen really got hit with some karma, which is well deserved after all the chaos that she caused. So
I don't know if going to jail was well deserved, but hey, at the end of the day, bro, I mean, just her getting her bags and getting kicked off the flight is probably well deserved. But I don't know, going to jail for it was well deserved. But hey, when you do, it's easy for shit to escalate. When you do dumb shit, that dumb shit happens to you, bro. That's just facts. That is what it is.